This is the Irontrader. It is Monday morning. It's time to go to work. So, as usual, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at crude oil, and at natural gas. This video is for information purpose only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, buy ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Bitcoin, your daily chart, all stretched out here nicely. Okay, now you can see here, when you look at this overall chart, this could be like a possible bear flag, but it looks like here that if we can close above this 21-day, which has been a real strong resistant level, when you look at the past here, okay, now again, see, even like here, even last week, now again, if we can close it back above that, then again, we got a good shot here of reversing that downtrend and heading towards that 100-day and possible 50-day. Now, today what we're watching is so far we had this high of 87,625. You want to watch the top of this candle right here, 87,650. Okay, so again, that's what you want to watch, 625, 650. Okay, so this is here, so we don't double top that bad boy and then come right on down. Okay, so if we can get above, okay, this 67, 650 level, then we're looking right here to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 88, 155. We'll come up here. You're looking at 89, 380. And then we're going to be heading right for that 100-day at 92, 776. And then we have that 50-day right above it at 93, 662 level. Okay, and then we have this price channel here, which basically is just the top of this candle, which is at 95, 705 level. Then we can just ratchet right on up here. Now, this 92 level here is going to be very strong. You see how if you just bring this right across here, how many times that we've hit this level here, okay? So even look all the way back to the past here, come right across, just follow my line across here, okay? See, very strong, and now it just happened to be where the 100-day is. So that is going to be very key, and that's going to be the upside target. Now, downside, well, very easy. If we can't get through this candle here, this 87,650, and you make a double top, well, right there, you're going to come right down. This is going to be your key support is 85,507, and then we have this 8-day at 84,093. Now, look at that 8-day. You can see here where it just jones in it. It was climbing on down, then was sideways. Now Alexa wants to curl up. If we can get that to curl up above that 21-day, then we just take it right there to that 21-day or 100-day. That's what we're going to look for the target. Now, if this 8-day or 21-day here is lost, and that 8-day is lost, then we look here at Friday's low situation. Okay, so looking at 83,140. And we'll come down the bottom here, look at 82,075. And then we have 81,120. 87.60, and then we have that 80.40 level, and then we're going to be looking here for that 200-day at 77.697, and then we have that retest there at 76.735 level. Well, it looks like here, like this is possibly here now rising up. Usually when you get these bear flag situation, they usually come right up here, maybe about 4 or 5 days. They don't stretch out for 3 months. You know what I'm saying? kind of a situation here. So maybe here we can, get this thing rallying up here and get this turned around again. But again, just watch this top of this candle here. That's that 87,650 here, that we don't double top it. That's going to be strong resistance here, that we don't double top that bad boy and then, come flying on the way down here. So, okay, so you have to be very careful. Easy way to trade this, I do, is IBIT for the long, BIT for the O short ski. Okay, now, we had this positive divergence here. See how we came down? We hit that, it went blue, and then we made a little bit higher high, but we had that low, then we had a lower low, and we had a low, higher low. Okay, so positive divergence, and now we're going here. We have this 49 rolling here. So again, plenty of room to run to the upside. Now we have your MACD, the green crossed over your red. That's looking very good, but we're still hanging out on the bottom. But being on the bottom is good, because look at here. Once you get on the bottom, you stretch it out. But once you start growing, boom, and then you get that spread between that green and that red, then this is the reaction to it. Okay, so remember, just key levels today to watch, that 21-day and that 8-day on a closing basis, and that right there, that 650, 87, 650 on the upside. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have the old crude ski now. Okay, so this same thing here was that possible bear flag. Pretty much very similar that we had on the old Bitcoin, okay? And pretty much the same kind of a reaction here now. Now, you can see here we're slowly creeping right on up here, okay? So Friday we made that high of 68.65. Today we made this high here of 68.80 level, okay? So let me just big that up a little bit bigger there for you can see it. Okay, so what we're looking for here is we just look to the left of the chart. Okay, so this is your next resistance level is going to be that 69.14 if it keeps right on going up higher. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Then we look to the bottom of this candle here at 69.80. That's your next resistance level, and then we're going to look right for 100-day here at that 70. Let me dial in there, 70.62. Okay, so that's what we want to see here. Now we had this downtrend. See how that 21-day was so strong? We had this downtrend going here. Okay, so we're still in a downtrend if you take it right from the top here all the way down. But if we can start breaking here to that 100-day, we're going to start getting rid of that downtrend real quick. Okay, and then we have that 50-day above it, 71.32, and then you have that 72.98 level. Okay, so that's all looking very, very nicely here. Okay, so right now here on the downside though, this is what you want to watch. It's going to be that 67.90. That's a 21 simple moving average. That's going to be very key. And then we have that 8-day right underneath it at 67.55 level. Okay. Now, obviously, if that's lost here, then we want to come to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 66.63. Then we'll come down here at 66.09 level. Then we come work yourself all the way down here, 65.80, and then 65.22 is your big retest level. Okay. But right now here, where the price is nicely above this 21-day and 8-day, that's always very, very bullish. Now, we look here, okay, you got that 49 level. Well, that's plenty of room to run on the upside. And the green is over your red. That shows momentum there to the upside. Very, very nicely. So your big target here, if it can run all the way up here, is going to be the same, okay, as we have on Bitcoin, is going to be that 100-day at that 70.62 here. Okay, now here, natural gas. Well, let's just take a little peek ski here. Okay. I've been saying here, you got to respect this 50-day. Okay, reason being, it's right here, held it, right here, held it, right here, held it. Okay, so got to respect that 50-day. Now, that 8-day crossed over, but now it looks like it wants to flatten out. Okay, we got a little sideways action. So let's look at the downside here. This 388 is going to be absolute key. Okay, that's going to be key. It has to hold that. Then your next level, all you do is look to this price channel, which is 3.74, which is just the bottom of that candle. That's why you put the price channel, make life easy. Next price channel level, you come right there, is going to be 355, and then we have your 354 level. Okay, so respect that 50-day on the downside until it's lost, because how many times that it's held it. Okay, now on the upside, very, very easy trade. Okay, 4.03, there's your 8-day right there, and then your 21-day at 4.12. Okay, so if you can get above that, then we have this 425 level. That's going to be big time resistance here because we hit it twice. And then we come right here, 433, 437, 442, 447, 451, okay, 455, 458, and then we have that 475 in the center there, and then we have your retest at 490. But, big but here, you got to get above that 8-day and that 21-day and this double top situation here in order to do all that, okay? Now, again, on the downside, just watch that 50-day. This is what we're watching today on the downside, and we're watching that 8-day and 21-day on the upside. Okay, now, this here, we had that negative divergence, and you're sitting at 47, so you're pretty much flat line going on here. This is momentum there to the downside, which you can obviously see after we had that topping tail. But let's see, right now we have the sideways action, but just respect that 50-day until she is lost. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here midday trading. We'll take a look at Bitcoin, crude oil, and whatever else we can throw in the package. Now the Nasdaq's up nicely, 252. Yesterday I went and I jumped in after 8 o'clock. You can do that 24 hours a day now on the Schwabski. Actually, think or swim, I should say, on the TQQs. So that's working out very, very nicely here. Okay, so again, we should have an up day, but then remember, always want to watch for that turnaround Tuesday. Okay, so remember, profits, money in your pocket. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.